Welcome to Families in Faith. When it comes to passing on the faith to the next generation, we know it is the responsibility of the parents. The church has a role as well, but it is a secondary support function rather than the primary shaper of life and faith. This doesn't mean parents are at it alone, and we shouldn't try to be lone rangers, taking on this massive responsibility in a silo. Let's face it, each of us only has so many ideas, and we often can use the encouragement of others as they also work to teach their children about Jesus. Christian parents all around the world are trying to teach their kids about Jesus. They are coming up with some very creative ideas for incorporating faith lessons into life together. Ideas for holidays or special occasions. Ideas for praying together or doing family devotions. Ideas for taking pop culture like movies or television shows and turning them into moments of faith discussion. Ideas for little kids' activities to get actively involved with crafts or field trips. So how can we collectively share these ideas? If you have a question, where can you go to find the answer? If you want an activity for, say, a New Year's Eve activity for your kindergartner, where do you find one? Families in Faith. Our training emails now have a partner webpage. This new webpage is designed to give voice to all the parents out there who are trying to pass on the faith and guide their children towards heaven as their home. It's a page to share ideas and stories, to ask questions, and to grow collectively. Familiesinfaith.org is a new kind of church webpage. It's a wiki model. It grows as the community grows. The community is the content. You are the content. Your stories, your ideas, what works in your family. The more people that go onto this page, and the more people who share their ideas, their struggles, their successes, the better the webpage becomes. Collectively, we are a very smart group of people. Collectively, we have tons of ideas for family devotions, for praying together, for Advent and Easter activities, for guiding our children to Jesus. If we go at this alone, we will run out of ideas, run out of steam, and become vulnerable to fatigue, apathy, or worse. Even Jesus didn't go it alone. The first thing Jesus did when he started his public ministry was to make sure that he was right with God. He got baptized and then spent significant time in the wilderness fasting and praying. Then he recruited partners, disciples, specific men who would follow him, encourage him, support him, and eventually take over for him. Jesus seemed to know the power of the group. He called ordinary people, fishermen, tax collectors, tent makers. He wasn't looking for well-trained people or gifted speakers. He was looking for faithful followers. After Jesus ascended into heaven, these faithful followers, with the power of the Holy Spirit, would change the world. Thousands of people were baptized and a movement began. A movement that involved sharing. The collective group would share ideas, resources, prayers. This wiki-style group is known as the Acts 2 Church. From Acts 2, 42 to 47. They devoted themselves to the apostles' teaching and to the fellowship, to the breaking of bread and to prayer. Everyone was filled with awe, and many wonders and miraculous signs were done by the apostles. All the believers were together and had everything in common. Selling their possessions and goods, they gave to anyone as he had need. Every day they continued to meet together in the temple courts. They broke bread in their homes and ate together with glad and sincere hearts, praising God and enjoying the favor of all the people. And the Lord added to their number daily those who were being saved. We should learn from this model of sharing. That's what familiesinfaith.org is all about. The mission simply is to pass the faith on to the next generation, to guide our children to Jesus and to heaven as their home. As a group of Christian parents, we have all the ideas and solutions we could need, and now we have a place to share those ideas with each other. In 2012, we don't have to meet in the temple courts to share. We have computers, cell phones, iPads, tablets, and so on. We can have God moments with our kids anywhere at any time and instantly share that moment with other moms and dads. Will you share your stories? Will you let us know what works with your kids? What doesn't work? What questions do you have? Where do you need help? Make familiesinfaith.org a regular part of your plan for passing the faith on to your kids.